Hello, welcome to another Photoshop tutorial. I'm Mebane representing Enigma Resolve. Today I'll be showing you how to make comic book word balloons in Photoshop. To do this, we'll be using the dreaded pen tool to make vector shapes. Yes, I said vector shapes because yes, despite Photoshop being primarily a raster program, it does output vectors. For those who don't know, vectors, unlike rasters, can be infinitely enlarged with no pixelization or blurriness. Keep in mind that this is not an in-depth pen tool tutorial, so it keeps things simple. But if you find this to be too complex, you can download the Photoshop file for only $1 at the link in the description below. So let's get started. Of course you want to open Photoshop and go up top to File and New to open a new file. Because this is a vector, it doesn't matter the size, so let's just enter 800 by 600 and a resolution of 300, which is a standard resolution for print. Once our document is up, let's go to the toolbar and go to the Shape tool. Click and hold it to open the drop-down options and select the Ellipse tool. Now let's draw a circle on our document for the balloon. Now over in our layers, double-click on the blank part of the shape layer, which brings up the layer style window. Go down and highlight stroke. Let's change the stroke position to inside and the color to black and click OK. If you need to change the color of the balloon, double-click on the first box of your shape layer and pick your color when the color window appears, then click OK. Now that we have our basic balloon, it's time to focus on the dialogue tail with the pen tool. So back at the toolbar, we'll select the pen tool, but the most important thing we need is to adjust the settings up top in the options bar. You'll see a bunch of boxes, so click on the second one that has the two squares joining together. This allows us to add another shape to the balloon, but still keep them separately editable. Now let's create that tail by clicking 1, 2, 3, and then back on the first to close the shape. Now you see that we have our basic word balloon, so let's refine it a little bit. Back in the toolbar, we have selection tools, which are usually white or black arrows. We're going to need that white one to edit individual points on our shape, so click and hold for the drop-down options again, and select the white direct selection tool. Once we click on the edge of our circle, you'll see its anchor points appear. Let's click and hold that top point and drag it down a bit. And let's do the same for the bottom point and drag it up. This gives us the more familiar word bubble shape. The last thing we'll do is add a curve to the dialogue tail. Click and hold the pen tool icon to get its drop-down options and select the Convert Point tool at the bottom. This tool converts points and lines into curves. To use the tool, click on the line you want to curve and then pull the points to curve them. If it pulls the curve in the wrong direction, just spin the arm the other way. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions and comments, post them below and I'll be sure to answer. If you have video suggestions, I'll make a tutorial for you and send you a shout out. Also, please don't forget to subscribe. I have lots more on the way. See you next time.